Argentina's new anarcho-capitalist president Javier Milei comes in like a lion, with some shock therapy worthy of the name in what was heretofore one of the worst-run countries on earth. For the long-suffering people of Argentina, it's an early Christmas present. Just a week in office, and to the cheers of chainsaw-wielding fans, Milei's economy minister Luis Caputo rolled out their inaugural package of 10 emergency reforms to get those chainsaws rolling. First up is a 50% devaluation of the peso, so its official government price matches the real-world price, its so-called black market price. Next is the government itself. Milei plans to cut in half the number of government ministries. It's equivalent to shutting down 13 cabinets in the US, which would be a good start. This will cut 1/3 of the political positions in Argentina, most of which are corrupt. Speaking of corrupt politicians, Milei will cancel all public works that have not yet begun. Those are near universally corrupt. He will reduce transfers to provinces that are similarly corrupt and cancel all labor contracts made in the past year, because once again, they are typically payola to the former regime's supporters. Finally, Milei plans to scrap the so-called Sira system so that businesses don't need to ask permission to import things, and he'll cut government ad spending, propaganda spending, along with energy and transportation subsidies that cause nationwide shortages. The total reduction in government spending is 3% of GDP. That would be about $700 billion a year in US terms, or since Washington likes to count things by the decade to make them seem bigger, $7 trillion in spending cuts. It wasn't everything, of course. No word on dollarization, which is taking a back seat to heading off near-term financial crisis, since that would evaporate his public support. And some are uncomfortable with the number of technocrat retreads that Milei is keeping on, also to head off financial crisis. Meanwhile, lifestyle magazine The Economist complained about his temporary tariffs, new child benefits, and increase in food benefits to the poorest. Still, compared to what Argentinians usually get in a president, in fact, compared to what Americans currently have in a president, it all sounds pretty fantastic. The opposition, of course, went nuts, threatening to riot in the streets, to which Milei's security minister announced they will use force to clear anybody who blocks roads and cut off the rioters from all social benefits, which is something we might think about doing here in America. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained. Given Milei's party only controls 10 to 15% of Congress, he will win or lose on the streets, on public opinion. So far, I'd say he's pushing the Overton window of liberty as far as it can go to keep public support and disarm the violent left-wing unions that have driven out every non-leftist president but one since 1983. In short, Milei has made an excellent first move, but there are many moves to go before Argentina is out of the fire. Read the full article with charts and all at profsaintange.com. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.